Okay, I'm back now. So give me a second, real quick. Excuse me. Alright, so yeah. So she made the popcorn and then she giving her auntie some and then she giving the girl who hair him doing some and then like the girl who hair him doing she offers her mom some and she's like, oh, do you want some before I put the sugar on it or whatever? And then her mom is eating it and then like, you know, I'm still doing her hair and then like, you know, yeah, when she had offered her mom some, she was trying to reach her mom the bowl, but she couldn't reach it to her, so I had to pass it. And then she was like, "Oh, thank you" or whatever. So then I'm just steady doing her hair, steady doing her hair. And then the auntie like, "Oh, did we not offer you none?" And then I was like, "No, but I'm fine, thank you." And then her mom was like her mom was like, "Oh, why y'all got that big bowl then? I thought y'all was gonna offer her some. That's why I thought you got the big bowl." And so I was like, "Okay, I'm fine." And I'm just doing her hair, and then like I guess she feels like I'm taking too long or something. So she's like her mom keeps saying something like, oh, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna pick you up in the morning or whenever she's finished or something like that. And then she's like, no, don't go because you know you're not gonna come pick me up. Blah blah blah, whatever. You like she's like you're gonna say you're gonna pick me up on time in the morning, but you're not, etc. So they was going back and forth for about I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so. And her mom was like, oh, I want to go, I'm tired, da 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 da. And then she was like, oh, everyone's tired. Matter of fact, she should be tired from doing my hair or something like that. So then yeah, so then after that it was like they were still kind of go back and forth with the, oh, I'm gonna go, don't leave, you know, etc. So then like finally her mom like just got up to leave, and then she was like, oh, call me when you're finished or something like that. And yeah, so she left, and then I guess her mom, I don't know, I guess she was driving to pick up something to eat because I think she had came back and then dropped something off from Wendy's. And her grandma, not grandma, her auntie had went upstairs to go to sleep or whatever. And then and then yeah, so then her sister had came back and knocked on the door or something and brought the Wendy's inside. And then her sister was like, oh, one of them burgers not for you. So she gave it to me and I was like, thank you. And then, you know, I was still trying to do her hair and everything. And then by the time I finished, I was like, okay, I'm done. Do you like it or whatever? And I knew that the little, like in the front, the roots were loose. In the video I did in the back, like when I did the first one and everything and I was trying to show her, that was fine. Because I felt like, I don't know, it was like the back of her hair. Because you know when you be brushing it up to put it in a puff or whatever, you don't really comb nothing but the back. It's like you just be slicking the perimeter. So it's like that was, you know, fine. Like I didn't have to struggle to comb it out or anything when I was parting in the back and doing stuff in the back. So the front was loose. I was trying to, you know, slap a little edge control on it and comb it through, but I ain't really have much edge control and it wasn't doing much either. Like, so then I'm out here unbraiding and rebraiding and trying again. And I've had finally finished and I'm asking her, I'm like, oh, do you like it? So then she goes look in the bathroom and she stands in there for like, you know, a whole minute or two. So in my mind I'm like, yeah, she don't like it. I know, I tried, I did my best, you know, like I feel like the ones in the back look perfectly fine and everything, but hey, it look a little loose in the front. If I, and like, you know, I knew it was loose and when I was doing it and I was trying to like, because you know, it's like even if I braided it, her like roots were still puffy. So I was trying to wrap the hair like multiple times around her head to get it tight enough to when I wrap it down, like finish wrapping it all the way down the when I finish wrapping it all the way down the lock, that, you know, it'd be fine or whatever, right? So then like, okay, so then she was like, sure. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I already know, you know. You be in your head and be like, I already know there's gonna be some crap. So I then finally went home and whatever, and I texted her, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't, you know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like, I know it's not that tight at the roots or whatever, but I put I put the little edge control I had. I ain't have nothing gel. I ain't have nothing else, right? And then I was like, you know, I was basically trying to address the problem that I seen, right? And then she waited. She was like, okay. And then like I was like, you can leave some constructive criticism if you want. Here's the little thing you can leave a review. So she said I did good, and then she was like, oh, you were really gentle or whatever. And in my mind, when she did that, I was like kind of expecting her to write something about, you know, the roots looking like looser or whatever you want to say. So then she didn't say nothing. So then like a couple of days later, almost a week, she texted me and she's like, okay, so I have some constructive criticism. The roots don't look fresh, like it doesn't look like I just got it done. And a few of the curls had slipped out the bottom, right? So I was like, okay, do you want me to fix that? I could put the curls back in, because you know what that means? Like, that means that I just didn't braid the curly hair high enough into the braid that I did when I wrapped it. And you know, that's not even a big problem. Like, I think it would have took me like a minute or two to fix, to be honest with you. So I was like, okay, you want me to fix it? Whatever. And she ignored it. She didn't read it at all, you know. And then she just continued posting on Instagram like her story and everything. So I was like, okay, I guess that is what it is. So then later on, like, some more time passes, and like I've been watching her story, so I see her wearing it up in a bun like this with a headband on and stuff. So, and I also wanted to say this, I feel like when you wear braids or locks or anything, if you wear it up like as soon as you get it, that kind of like makes it more loose, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you get braids, you don't necessarily put them in a ponytail. You wait a few days or a week or something before you try to put it up in a high ponytail and everything. Right? So then yeah, so she's wearing it in a bun and everything. So then after a few more days passed, she's like, okay, like she sent me a video, and in the video she was showing like some of the little curly ends or whatever had tangled with each other. Like, so she like kept doing this and like picking them up basically as a group, and then like most of them looked fine or whatever. And then when she did like this or something like that or something, she started like picking them up in the front, and she's like, oh, it looks loose, like it looks loose, and she's picking them up. And in my mind, could you cut it out? Please. So
don't leave out the black fingernails.
You know what, Mer? I ain't even gonna post a video.